just come off stage from the conference. What are your? Do you want to just give us a quick summary of what it was that you said?
I think, what I said is that I do believe that the next, 20 years, the energy landscape is going to be dramatically transformed through a few disruptions. One of the disruptions we've already seen in motion is a disruption coming from renewables. Mm-hmm. The second one, which is starting to be much more visible, is the disruption which will come from battery cost, and particularly the opportunity to have electrical vehicles replacing internal combustion engine. And then the third disruption that we have not fully seen, but we should actually understand why it's coming, is the disruption coming from very low cost of natural gas due to the shale gas revolution, which likely is going to lead to replacement of a lot of oil application by gas application. For example, trucks, could be using compressed natural gas or LNG instead of diesel. And if you combine the impact of renewables, batteries, and shale gas, I do believe that the oil demand is not going to increase as the IEA is forecasting it, but we are likely to see a peak demand in the next 15, 20 years, and then a pretty rapid decline of oil demand.
So yeah, one of the most interesting things that I found in that presentation was talking about the improvements in batteries and that sort of thing. How do you, can you go into a little bit more detail about how you see the changes ahead in terms of the battery market?
Well, I think, we need to be a bit modest because we got it completely wrong with batteries and battery evolution. 3 or 4 years ago, we thought that battery was an old technology. We've had batteries for more than a century, and therefore, price of batteries would not really go down very fast because, we already knew the technology, we have tried to improve it, and we haven't gone to very low cost. Now, actually, what we have seen is that through the new demand coming from electrical vehicle, and by the way, also from the impact of research linked to batteries for telecommunication and for mobile phones, battery costs have gone much faster down than we believed. And we just realized that a new paradigm of battery price was possible, and right now we see it likely that the battery price go down to $100 per kilowatt hour, which would mean that electrical vehicle would be cheaper than internal combustion engine vehicles and in the life of the car perspective.
So with all that in mind, what would you say are the sort of 1 or 2 key things that businesses, maybe in this sector in particular, can sort of take in, can do to anticipate these disruptive changes?
The first thing that I think people need to be aware of is that when they are forecasting, their market, the current consensus might just be completely wrong. So I think you need to be much more realistic than forecasting the future demand. I think that's one thing. I think the other thing is that there's a lot of opportunities linked to renewable, to batteries, and to eventually gas applications. And those opportunities, you don't know the winner yet, and you might be wanting to participate.